It's not just your past support for single-payer health care. You've also supported a host of other liberal policies. You've also donated to several Democratic candidates, Hillary Clinton included, Nancy Pelosi. You explained away those donations, saying you did that to get business-related favors. And you said recently, quote, "When you give, they do whatever the hell you want them to do."
You better believe it.
So what specifically did they do?
If I ask them, if I need them, most of the people on this stage I've given to, just so you understand. A lot of money.
Not me.
Not me. But you're welcome to give me a check, Donald, if you'd like.
Many of them.
Actually, to be clear,
That's
he
right.
supported
Not-
Charlie Crist.
Not Mike.
Gave Charlie
But
Crist.
I have.
Donald, if you end your campaign, I hope you will give to me.
Good.
Okay.
Sounds good. Sounds good to me, Governor. I will tell you that our system is broken. I give to many people. Before 2 months ago, I was a businessman. I give to everybody. When they call, I give. And you know what? When I need something from them 2 years later, 3 years later, I call them. They are there for me.
So what'd
and
you
that's
get?
a broken system.
So what'd you get from Hillary?
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 118, verse 8. It is better to trust in the Lord than to put confidence in man. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai. Yahweh is the name who the world calls God, and Yahushai is his son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. First and foremost, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Barakah, Quadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and taught me this truth. And salutation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life to do so for Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai's sake. I'm Brother Samak from the GMS Miami camp. And yes, the reason why I brought up the book of Psalms, chapter 118, verse 8, is because, all right, you got to trust in the Lord in these last days, all right? Okay, you have to trust in the Lord because putting confidence in man, you're going to be destroyed out here, all right? And that's talking to our people, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans who are the true biblical Hebrew Israelites, all right? Because what you saw in that video that I put in post-production, all right, that was Donald Trump, all right, who was saying, in the 2016 election when they had those debates, all right, he was saying that, he pays all these politicians when he was a businessman, all right, to do favors for him, all right? And all these politicians, they were laughing, all right? None of them, okay, went out and said, how dare you accuse us of taking your money, all right? And this proves that there is a super elite, okay, hierarchy class that runs America, all right, which is known as an oligarchy, all right? And that's why we keep telling our people, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans who are the true biblical Hebrew Israelites, stop participating in politics, stop going out and voting, all right? Because the whole political system's already rigged, all right, for the oligarchy, for the wealthy, all right? This is a game, all right? And they put these politicians out there to give this illusion of choice, but there is no choice, all right? This is the reincarnation of the Roman Empire, all right? All over again, all right? And America is the capital of it, okay? Also known as Babylon, all right? So once again, Psalms 118 verse 8, it is better to trust in the Lord than to put confidence in man, right? So you need to trust in the Lord, all right? Especially in these last days, all right? Because believing on a politician, having confidence on a politician is going to destroy you, all right? Once again, this is, okay, the reincarnation of Rome all over again. Let me get book of Revelation. Chapter 13, and I'm going to start at 11. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, right? And horns represent power, all right? And those two horns are the two parties, Republican and Democrats, all right? This is what John the Revelator saw, okay? The vision that he saw, okay, pertaining to the last days, all right? And he spake as a dragon, right? When you look up that word dragon in the Greek, man, means serpent, all right? Satan, all right? Because America pushes out nothing but wickedness and iniquity. All right, this is America is Satan. Okay, these people ride on the vibration of Satan. Okay, which means adversary. All right, because they don't follow none of the laws in the Bible. All right, they push nothing but wickedness, lies, deceit. All right, among the people, and majority of these people eat up, especially our people, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and the Americans. Verse 12, and here's the point. He exercised all the power of the first beast before him, and caused the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. Right, and that's talking about ancient Rome. All right, because America, okay, pushes out that Roman vibration. All right, just like you see the political realm, the Senate, the Congress. That all goes back to Rome. All right, and that proves that America, all right, is the final empire. Okay, and once America goes down, that's it, man. All you Romans, all right, you Edomites, all right, who are the ancient Romans, you're going down with it. All right. Verse 13, and he doth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth and the sight of men. Right, and that was when America dropped those bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. That has never been done in the history of man. All right, those two atomic, okay, bombs, all right, which was created in Bohemian Grove. That's what was known as the Manhattan Project. All right, verse 14. And he deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by a sword, and did live. Right, worship, okay, the Roman Empire. That's why all these people, okay, throughout the earth, these nations, all right, they all participate in some type of political process, voting. All right, they follow after the ways of ancient Rome, man. All right, proving that America, all right, is this final empire, because everybody worships America. Okay, is that beast mentioned in Revelation chapter 13 verse 11. Okay, so now let me go to the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17, verse 5. Thus saith the Lord, cursed be the man that trusteth in man, and make his flesh his arm, and whose heart departeth from the Lord. Right, and that's talking to our people, man. All right, cursed to you that want to go out and vote. All right, that want to participate in this this spectacle. All right, this nonsense, this show, this game. All right, it's all staged, man. And majority of people are gullible, man. All right, that's why, okay, cursed to you, man, because you put your confidence and trust in man. All right, you've elected these political officials. All right, that all they know how to do is speak like a lamb. They say nice things. All right, oh yeah, we're gonna lower taxes, or okay, we're gonna pass the laws to benefit your community, and they don't, man. That's why the huge poverty rate, okay, among here in America are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and the Americans, man. A huge wealth gap, which I'm going to get into. All right. Back to Jeremiah 17 and 5. Thus saith the Lord, cursed be the man that trusteth in man, and maketh flesh his arm, whose heart departeth from the Lord. Right, the law, meaning your mind. All right, you depart from the Lord. Okay. You don't want to follow the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. You don't want to get into your heritage, your culture. All right. All you want to do is follow the ways of these Edomites. All right. These Greco-Roman, okay, Edomites. All right. That all they know how to do is spew out lies and deception. Okay, to deceive you. Okay, and oppress you. You know what? Let me go to Isaiah 36 and 6. Then I'll bring out some news articles, because you know that's my thing. I like sticking to you with the current events, because majority of people don't even pick up this book and read. So I'll just hit you with the current events as well, so that you know you have nothing to say, but you know, curse upon you that still believe in this system. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 36. verse 6. Lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt. Right, you trust in the shadow of Egypt, all right? Because America is also known as Egypt, all right? Bondage, all right? Spiritually Egypt, spiritually Sodom, okay? Whereon if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. Right, man. This place America is through, man. All right, the economy, all right, is an illusion. It's just being propped up by the Federal Reserve, just pumping money into the market. All right, and eventually the Federal Reserve is gonna shut off this cheap cash. All right, you have the country's in so much debt, 21 trillion. All right, yet our people still want to trust on this broken reed. Whereon if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust in him. Right. You have some of our people that actually voted for Donald Trump. There's actually, I saw on social media, there's actually a GOP, okay, black caucus that are for Donald Trump, man. All right. They went to the White House. Okay, they got all their little Donald Trump Magna hats. All right, this is our people, man. They trust in this wicked ass system, man. All right, and it's gonna be a destruction upon your own head because America's going down. All right, this country is about to go into World War III. The economy is gonna collapse. All right, martial law is gonna kick in. A lot of death is coming to this place. Now let me bring out an article. This is from The Guardian. It says, this came out October 30th. It says, America's super rich, 6 things to know. Right, because America is ran, okay, by a few rich, old Edomite men, all right? Which is going to say, too, America's super rich, 6 things to know. Our new series, Big Money, is investigating the social and political clout of the super rich. Is American oligarchy, right? And when you look up the word oligarchy, right? Let me look it up right now. All right, so that's why it's very important to look up words so you get an understanding, all right, what's going on, man, around you, okay? Because if you keep listening to these politicians, you keep putting confidence in these politicians, man, you're going to fail, man. Because these politicians are straight up liars and deceivers, man. They work nothing but iniquity, okay? Oligarchy. A small group of people having control of a country, organization, or institution. Right, America's an institution, okay? The ruling oligarchy, a country governed by an oligarchy, all right? So there you have it, man, all right? This is a place ran by a small group of people calling the shots, all right? Yet they want to convince the population that you have freedom here, that you have a choice to vote for your political parties, which is controlled by them on all sides. That's why there's only 2 political parties, Republican and Democrats. All right, especially in important elections like the presidency. All right. That was the conclusion of a 2014 study by 2 prominent U.S. political scientists who argue that the influence of economic elites and big business far outstrips that of ordinary citizens. In their view, America is less of a bastion of representative democracy than a nation trammeled by the desires of a hyper-wealthy, right? Okay, the old, rich Edomite men. Others have suggested that their vision is too bleak, but the outsized economic, social, and political clout of the super wealthy in America is beyond debate and ripe for scrutiny. That's why we launched our newest series, Big Money. Right, this is a series, all right? They're going to now keep pushing out how America's an oligarchy. It's not a democracy anymore. It's all rigged. The game is rigged from the jump. 3 richest people in the United States, Jeff Bezos, right? Jeff Bezos is the CEO of Amazon. Bill Gates, the COO of Microsoft. And Warren Buffett, right? He's the CEO of Berkshire, okay? Own more than the bottom half of the country combined. You see that? And who's at the bottom? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right? It's all designed to keep you oppressed. The wealth of nations. The combined wealth of America's top 400 billionaires came to 2.7 trillion in 2017, which is more than the entire GDP of Italy or France, right, man? Yet there's 10 cities throughout America. Yet the rent is so high that people are working 2 to 3 jobs just to pay for rent. There's a big rent burden epidemic that you had a senator from California, all right, who wants to put in a bill, okay, because the rent is too high. I did a video on that. You can look that up. The super rich have supersized political influence. The Koch brothers have said they invested about $250 million in the 2016 election and have promised $400 million for the 2018 midterms. Michael Bloomberg spent about $23 million on Democrats in 2016 and is planning to spend $80 million in 2018. Right, man? Why are they doing that? All right, it's called lobbying, aka bribery. Hey, I support your campaign, and when you get elected, you pass these laws to make sure my business, okay, outdoes the competition. All right, influence. It's all about buying influence, because there is no real competition in America, man. All right, it's only controlled by the oligarchy. All right, so let me retract that statement. All right, it's all about buying influence and keeping these politicians in their pocket. Money talks. More than 1/4 of all disclosed political contribution in 2002 came from just 30,000 people, and the percentage may be higher because many donations are unreported. Right, man, because all this scheme. Who are they? Of the richest, this is the point. Of the richest 100 billionaires, 98% are white. Edomites. All right? Caucasians, cave dwellers, all right? The Edomites. 80% are men. The average age is 70, right? Old, rich Edomites, okay? Top political donors include such names as hedge fund managers George Soros, all right? Also among the conservatives, Sheldon Adelson, right, for Republicans. So, once again, these old, rich Edomites, okay, fund all these political theaters, all right? And you, Jakes, are so gullible, man, all right? And you're going to continue going out and voting, man. Being a sucker, man. All right? Let me do one more. Jimmy Carter right now. Jimmy Carter was former president of the United States. Look what he had to say. Jimmy Carter is correct that the United States is no longer a democracy. Right? This came out of his own mouth. Was his former president provocative allegation merely his opinion? Or was it actually lots more than that? It was lots more than that. Okay? On July 28th, Thom Hartmann interviewed former U.S. President Jimmy Carter, and at the very end of his show, as if this massive question were merely an afterthought, asked him his opinion of the 2010 Citizens United decision and the 2014 McCutcheon decision, both decisions by the 5 Republican judges on the Supreme Court. These 2 historic decisions enabled unlimited secret money, including foreign money. That proves that America is a reincarnation of Rome all over again. All right, just like the Romans were being influenced by foreign nations, same thing America. Now to pour into United States political and judicial campaigns. Carter answered, right. So if Saudi Arabia is putting money, okay, backing politicians, all right? So Saudi Arabia has influence in this country, all right? Russia, all right? And this is the reason why America is going down, man. There's too much confusion. There's too many people pulling the strings, and eventually it's all gonna collapse. All right, because once again, it's all controlled, all right, by rich Edomites. All right, it violates the essence of what made America a great country in its political system. Now it's just an oligarchy with unlimited political bribery being the essence of getting the nominations for president or being elected president. And the same thing applies to governors and the U.S. senators and Congress members, right? So you Jakes out there going out, you so-called Negroes, Latino, and Americans going out, waiting on the line in the cold or in the hot weather down here in Florida, for what? All right? The game is rigged. All right? And you doing that, you're just a sucker, man. All right? And curse be unto you. Curse be unto you and your family. So now we've just seen a subversion of our political system as a payoff to major contributors who want and expect and sometimes get favors for themselves after the election is over. That's what Donald Trump said. Did not Donald Trump say, hey, I'm giving all these guys money, All right, and none of them were angry. They would laugh it off and say, "Oh no, not me, not me." All right, because they're a bunch of liars, man. Donald Trump was a businessman. He paid these politicians, okay, to do things for him. Okay. Hey, look, I'll get you into the Congress or in the Senate, and once you get in, you make sure, okay, these bills are passed. You make sure you do certain things for me, all right, so I can keep my influence on the stage, okay, of this oligarchy. At the present time, the incumbents, Democrats, Republicans, look upon this unlimited money as a great benefit to themselves. Somebody that is already in Congress has a great deal more to sell. Exactly, man. All right. This place is sold to the highest bidder, man, and that's why the rich Edomites, okay, these old rich Edomites are the ones running the show, okay, just like it said in the first article I read. All right, you Jakes, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Americans, you have no influence whatsoever, okay, in what goes on in this country. This is, let me go now to the book of Baruch, all right, because we're in captivity, man. You need to understand that. This is the book of Baruch, chapter 3, verse 8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, right? We're slaves here, man. We have no might in this country, all right? This place is nothing but oppressive, all right? This place is destructive to our people that believe on it, all right? Because you need to understand you're a slave here. And the only way, all right, to continue moving forward, all right, is to come back to the Lord, man, all right? Because you have to wait on the Lord. Where thou hast scattered us, right? We were scattered among, okay, the nations for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments, according to all the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from the Lord our Yahweh, right? So, and the reason why I brought that out, because we are subject to payments. Now, I found this article in October. This article came out October 30th. All right, this is to our people. All right, you Israelites, right? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Americans. Wealth gap for minorities in the U.S. has continued to widen post-recession. You see that? Has continued to widen post-recession. All right, so this is after the 2008 housing bubble crisis. While white Americans recovered, right, the Edomites, okay, minorities' wealth remained depleted. The gap between the rich and the poor in the U.S. has been widening, and for minorities, it is a chasm. The difference between what minority Americans earn and hold in wealth compared to white Americans has been broadening since 1986. That's 32 years, okay? That was the year I was born. So yeah, man. It has increased Slovakia. That was the year I was born, and cursed the day I was born, all right? Brothers will understand what I'm saying. Increased significantly since the onset of the Great Recession, according to a study conducted by researchers at New York University. All right, this is a prestigious university, all right? And distributed, now here's the point, Monday by the National Bureau of Economic Research, all right? And that's a government agency, okay? Many financial gains by minorities in the preceding decades were wiped out during the Great Recession, the study found. And while whites experienced economic recovery between 2010 and 2016, right? And that's the time of Obama. So Obama was helping out the Edomites. He wasn't helping out you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right? Financial indicators for Black and Hispanic consumers remain largely unchanged. Researchers often examine yearly income when observing inequality. But a family's level of wealth, their stock, real estate, and other holdings, has a large impact on well-being, the researcher says, quote, a wealthier family is likely to be able to better provide for educational and health needs for its children, to be living in a neighborhood categorized by more amenities and lower levels of crime, to have greater resource that can be called upon in time of economic hardship, and to have more influence in political life. Right? The Edomites, they're the only ones that are having influence in this political realm, all right? Because this is their kingdom. The study said the housing crisis and record numbers of foreclosures during and after the Great Recession took particular toll on minorities, many of whom held subprime mortgage. Right, this affected the wealth holdings of Black families and other minorities. Home ownership among Black Americans fell from 47.7% in 2010 to 44% in 2013. The homeownership rate for Hispanic Americans declined from 47.3% in 2010 to 43.9% in 2013. The same that it was in 1992, right? So you didn't move up, man. You stay stagnant. This proves that we're in captivity, that we're subject to payments, that we're cursed, man. Meanwhile, homeownership among white Americans increased in these years from 66.9% in 2010 to 69.6% in 2013. So whose kingdom is this right now? These are the Edomites, man. All right, this is their country, man. This ain't our country, man. That's why you going out there voting, you're stupid, man. America, is ran by the oligarchies, and they're gonna make sure they take care of their own kind, man. However, things generally turned around for two minority groups from 2013 to 2016. The study says, with net worth for the groups showing remarkable recovery. Incas and blacks, Hispanic households recovered by 2016 had either equaled or surpassed their 2007 peaks. Although the wealth disparity is particularly pronounced for minorities, the gap between the richest and poorest Americans overall, no matter their race, has reached record levels in recent years. Right? Because, hey, man, that proves that America as a whole is crumbling, man. Because these Edomites are even catching hell. All right. But yeah, that's enough of that, man. That just proves that our people are still cursed. We're subject to payments. All right, and there was no recovery. Okay, it's been stagnant. Okay, and what they'll do is they'll push out a so-called black and Hispanic man in front of our people's face and be like, look, he made it, just to deceive our people, make them still believe in this system, man. All right, but now this is a judgment to our people for doing that. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 31, verse 1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help. Right, woe to you, death and destruction to our people that continue to go down to Egypt for help, participating in this voting system. All right, still believing in this country, man. Still believing in the institutions of this country. All right, that was built to oppress you. All right, and stay on horses and trust in chariots because they are many, and horsemen because they are very strong. Right, and that's the thing. Our people, all right, they're so broken down and out, man. All right, they only see where power is at, and right now they see these Edomites, all right, and their military, okay, and this country as great power and wonders, and this is the deception, all right. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord. Right, you don't want to seek after the God of Israel. You don't want to seek after His ways, all right, His customs, all right, His way of doing things. You want to follow the ways of the heathens, man. More specifically, these Edomites. Verse 2, yea, he also is wise and will bring evil and will not call back his words, but will arise against the house of the evildoers and against the help of them that work iniquity. Verse 3, now the Egyptians are men and not the Most High. Right, these Edomites, all right, these are the modern day Egyptians. They're men and they're not the Most High, man. All right, and they're going down too. And their horses flesh and not spirit. When the Lord shall stretch out his hand, both he that helpeth shall fall, and he that is hoping shall fall down, and they all shall fail together. Right, this whole system's gonna fall, right? So regardless if you got an Edomite saying, I'm gonna help out the so-called black and Hispanic community, that's gonna fail, man, all right? Because America is $21 trillion in debt. They're about to get into World War III, okay? There's gonna be civil unrest here. Civil war is going to break out. All hell's going to break loose here, all right? This whole country is going to go down in flames. Let me get... Also, you know what? Let me bring out Book of Deuteronomy 17. All right? Because this is the Lord commanded this as well, man. For you clowns still going to go vote, man. Let's talk to our people. All right? Deuteronomy 17... and I'll start at 14. When thou art come unto the land which the Lord thy power giveth thee, and shalt possesseth it, and shalt dwell therein, and shalt say, I will set a king over me, like as all the nations that are about me, right? And we're not even in our land, right? And this is the land. This is talking about the land of Israel, all right? Because we weren't in Egypt. We weren't setting no kings up, okay, of our people in Egypt, all right? When we were in the land of Egypt, back in the time of antiquity, verse 15, thou shalt in any wise set him king over thee, whom the Lord thy power shall choose. One from thy brethren shalt thou set king over thee. Thou mayest not set a stranger over thee, which is not thy brother. Right. So you're supposed to set up, okay, one of the tribes, okay, whether it be from the 12 tribe, whether it be a so-called Negro, Latino, Native American. All right. That's who you're supposed to set up a king over thee, not an Edomite. All right. That's the point. Not Donald Trump or a politician. All right. That's an Edomite politician, whether it be a congressman or senator, all right, to rule over you, right? Because they're not going to be for your best interest. Their best interest is for their constituents, all right, who they lie to as well, all right? So that was that point. See, let me go to Isaiah 30. 30:8. Now go write it before them in a table and note it in a book, that it may be for the time to come forever and ever. Right. And that's what we're doing, man. We're showing you through the scriptures that this is the way to go. You have to follow Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, all right, in order to get out of this madness, all right? Because these politicians, these institutions are, okay, are pressing, and they're not going to help you out in getting out of the conditions you're in, all right? Because we're still in captivity. We need to be delivered, all right? And trusting in America is not going to help you, man. Verse 9. That this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of the Lord right. And that's another thing, man. That's what we're here to tell you as well, man. All right? That, our people are rebellious. All right? You want to trust in America. You want to trust in oppression. All right? You want to just repeat the lies of these Egyptians, which are the Egyptians, the modern day, which are the Edomites, all right, who are the modern day Egyptians, all right. Lying children that will not hear the law of the Lord, right? You don't want to hear the laws of the Lord. You want to follow after the wickedness of Esau, his laws, his customs, all right. All right. You want to vote Democrats in who, okay, who want your children to learn about homosexuality, transgenderism, all right? Evolution, all this madness, man, wickedness, all right? Verse 10, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits, right? And that's what it really is. You don't like us getting to prophecy. You don't like us bringing up these news articles. You don't want to hear America's going down. You want to hear smooth things. You want to hear prosperity. You want to hear, hey, in 5 years, man, you're going to make it. All right, 5 years, I see you get in that big house that you always dreamed of. That's what you want to hear. But sorry, man, we here at Great Millstone, all right, we're going to tell you it raw and uncut, man, all right? And Salakia, I retract it. We ain't sorry, man. This is the truth. If you don't like it, man, I mean, Yahweh Shemau Shai destroy you and your family. Verse 11, get ye out of the way, turn us aside out of the paths, cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us. Right, man? Because you don't want to follow the ways of Yahweh Shemau Shai. All right? You don't want to hear this truth, man. You want to follow the ways of the heathens, these Edomites, man. And this is going to be your own doing, which is going to result in your own destruction. Verse 12, wherefore thus saith the Lord, Holy One of Israel, because ye despise this word and trust in oppression, right? You despise the words of the Bible. Jake don't even want to pick up the Bible. He want to give the Lord 5 minutes, man, of his time to these scriptures, man. He want to just continue in his folly, continue listening to these politicians and these bullshit CEOs and these rich men who are who literally control everything, and they want to hear those lies, man. Because you despise this word and trust in oppression and perverseness and stay therein. Right, you trust in oppression, the lies of these rich old Edomites, all right? In America, the lies, the blasphemy, all this stuff, man. You trusted it, man. You trust in oppression, man. That's why you're catching more hell, all right? Hello, I just read you an article that you ain't doing good when it comes economically, all right? Yet you still want to go out and vote for these Edomites. Verse 13, therefore this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in a high wall, whose breaking cometh as suddenly as. And this is right, because you're going to get judged, man, all right? Because America's going down, and you're going to go down with America. Destruction's coming to this place, all right? You're going to get judged for believing in America, man, and not believing in the Most High, man, all right? You know, let me get Romans 10, because it really comes down to this. Romans 10, all right, Romans 10 verse 17. So then faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of the Most High. Right, you don't have faith. 2/3 of our people do not have faith, man. All right, they don't have faith in these scriptures. They don't put their faith entirely into Yahweh Shem Shai. They don't believe America's going down. All right, they don't believe there's something better than this. Okay, because they don't want to hear these words. All right, that's really what it is. Verse 18, but I say, have they not heard? Yes, verily, their sound went into all the earth, and their words unto the end of the world. Right, because you heard this, man. You heard about the Hebrew Israelites, and we're telling you that America is not going to save you. There is no help here, all right? But you want to have confidence in America. You want to put trust in these men. Hey, man, you heard it. Destruction is coming to this place, all right? And it's going to get bad, man, all right? After this midterm election, man, the Lord's going to start speeding up even faster, man, all right? Because we're in prophecy. We're in a time of prophecy, all right? But you heard this word, and that's why judgment is coming upon you 2/3. Second, let me go to Second Maccabees, chapter 4. Verse Second Maccabees chapter 4 verse 15. Not setting by the honors of their fathers, but liking the glory of the Grecians best of all. Right, you don't want to follow after the ways of your forefathers, all right? Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, all right? You want to follow after the ways of who? Not setting by the honors of their forefathers, but liking the glory of the Grecians best of all. Right, you want to follow up the ways of the Grecians, all right, which are the Edomites, all right, because they were also known as the Greeks as well. Verse 16, by reason whereof sore calamity came upon them, for they had them to be their enemies and avengers, whose custom they follow so earnestly, and unto whom they desire to be like in all things. Right, because you want to be like these Edomites, because you want to follow their customs, their culture, their democracy, this voting, all right? Calamity is going to come upon you, all right? Hell's going to come upon you, because the Lord is going to make sure these Edomites turn up and bring in this martial law, all right? And, hey, man, look these laws up. Project Megiddo, Rex 84, King Alfred Plan, all right? Because that's coming upon you, all right? Yeah, that's that. And you know what? Last one, and I'll close out. I know it's a little bit longer than I expected, but Lord willing, it's edifying. All right? You need to put your trust in Yahweh Shem Yahushai. If you don't, curse be unto you and your family. All right? Because America's going down. All right? Which is spiritual Egypt, also known as Babylon. This place is finished. All right? This is the book of Psalms, chapter 146, verse 3. Put not trust in princesses, nor in the Son of Man, in whom there is no help. Right. Once again, don't put your trust in man. Don't put your trust in these princesses, all right? Because there is no help coming, all right? There's no help coming from America and these congressmen, these senators, these presidents, all right? All right? The only help you need to seek, all right, to ask for is Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Other than that, you're damned. Verse 4, his breath goeth forth, he returneth to his earth, and in that very day his thoughts perish. Right, because they're men, man. And they're going to die like, okay, men, all right? They have no power, they have no might, man, all right? Especially for our people. Their only power and might is to oppress us, man. But they're not here to benefit us and to make our living conditions, our ways better, man. All right? Remember, we're in captivity, man. You have to understand that. All right? And this place is wicked. You want to continue living in a place where they allow homosexuals, transsexuals, they allow pedophilia. I mean, there's so many things, bestiality, all this wickedness in this country. They allow it. Okay? You want to continue living in this madness? All right. So yeah, man, these people have no power, man. All right, to help us. All right, if you want to seek righteousness. Verse 5: happy is he that have the power of Jacob for his help, whose hope is the Lord his power. Right, man. That's the God of Israel, man. All right, the God of Israel. Okay, he sent his son, who the world he calls Jesus. His name is Yahushai. All right, to be a mediator, to be a savior for us, man, to get us up out of here. Verse 6, which made heavens and earth, the sea, and all that therein is, which keepeth the truth forever. Right, because this is the truth, man. America isn't the truth. America is full of lies and deceit. All right? Verse 7, which executed judgment for the oppressed. Right, aren't we the oppressed? Don't you want to see righteous judgment? And it's coming. Which giveth food to the hungry, the Lord looseth the prison. Right, we're in the prisons, man. Whether in the prison cells or here, man. All right, because this is a prison itself, man. All right, going to work at 9 to 5 just to pay endless bills, all right, is not freedom, man. This is straight prison, okay? And that's the Israelites, because we're not in our kingdom, man. And that's us Israelites. The Lord looseth the prisoners. Verse 8, the Lord openeth the eyes of the blind, and the Lord raises them that are bowed down, and the Lord loveth the righteous. Right, and he opened up the eyes of the blind, which are the elect. Verse 9, the Lord preserveth the strangers, he relieveth the fatherless and widow, but the way of the wicked he turneth upside down. Right, because, hey, you want to continue in this wickedness? It doesn't matter, man. The Lord's going to bring down the wicked. And that's the Edomites. And, hey, Scripture says, hand join hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished. All right? So America is going to be judged, man, because the wicked are ruling this place. Verse 10, the Lord shall reign forever, even the Most High of Zion, unto all generations. Praise ye the Lord. Right, because that's the kingdom that's coming, man. That's going to reign forever, man. All right? And when Yahushai comes and he establishes the kingdom of heaven, all right, that's where, all right, true righteousness will be at. All right, true freedom, all right, true abundance of riches, all the glory that comes with the kingdom of heaven, man, for the Israelites. But America, this is not where you're going to get it at, all right? This place is oppressing, and all our people that continue to want to vote, continue putting their confidence in man, curse be unto you, all right? America is going to be judged. We're living in the last days, all right? This is the final empire, all right? The Roman Empire will collapse. It will crumble, all right? Babylon will fall. And with that, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushai, Ba'Hashem, Bukak, Kodash. Double honors to the Apostle, great millstone of Ruel, and taught me this truth. And salutation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life to do so for Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushai's sake. Love you, brothers. Keep enduring, keep the faith. And with that, Shalom.